The Flyers are officially back. Flyers play the Chicago Blackhawks Friday, 2 o'clock in the Czech Republic. I'm hype. About time some hockey is back in Philadelphia. It's been a crazy offseason for the Flyers with Konechny and Provorov holding out their contracts and then finally signing, getting back into the groove of things during practice, and Voorhees with just everything going on with the team. I mean, Kevin Hayes signs a 7-year contract with the Flyers. And then also Konechny and Provorov signed 6-year deals. Carter Hart is in his first full official season. Can't wait. I mean, I have pretty high expectations for this Flyers team this year. Definitely should make the playoffs. That's what I'm guessing. I'm not the biggest hockey guy, but I know a fair share of hockey, and I'll be covering every game that goes on throughout the entire season. Trades, updates, all that. I will be covering all of that. Czech Republic, Chicago Blackhawks, Friday, 2 o'clock. A little odd to be starting at a 2 o'clock game on a Friday, but I'm looking forward to it anyways. I mean, it's not that I won't be watching it. I will be full intent in that game. I will be watching the entire thing from drop of the puck to the sound of the horn at the end of the third period. It's been just a crazy offseason for the Flyers, and new coaching. Basically everything is new for the Flyers this season. There's obviously returners from last season, but obviously there's going to be returners. I'm expecting playoffs. That's the main thing that I want, is playoffs from this team. Get them some experience in the playoffs. Last season, we had that little run at the end of the season. We were a couple games out, and then we just fell apart at the very end. Didn't make the playoffs, and then a miracle team won in the St. Louis Blues. But, I mean, hockey's a crazy sport. Anything can happen in hockey. You can go from being the last place team to the first place team in a matter of months. And that's literally what the Blues did last season. They were last in the NHL, and they won. They were last in the NHL during December, January, and they won the Stanley Cup. I mean, anything is possible. Do I think the Flyers will win the Stanley Cup this year? I mean, no, I don't think that. I mean, we don't have top players, and we're not the Lightning, where they have Kucherov and Stamkos and just crazy amount of talent. I'm not saying that we don't have talent. I think we have a lot of talent. But, I mean, experience goes a long way. And the Flyers don't have much experience, especially in the playoffs, with a young goaltender who's just 21 years old. I think he's going to be great this season, don't get me wrong. But who knows, honestly. Outside of Friday's game, then the Flyers are off until next Wednesday against the Devils. I will be there. Home opener. They're doing some crazy thing with the Jumbotron that nobody knows what's going to happen with it. I don't know if I will vlog the game. I don't know if I would do that. I don't know yet. I'm excited to be in the Wells Fargo Center watching the orange and black and the Devils, who are also a young and have veterans on their team. Jack Hughes, and then they also have Wayne Simmons, who wants to get booed, by the way, by the Flyers. He expects to get booed. I don't think he'll get booed. I think he'll get some ovation. I mean, he was traded. It's not like he chose to go to the Devils after he was a free agent or something. He got traded to the Predators, and then he left and went to the Devils. Nothing wrong with that. PK Subban is also on the Predators. I think this will be a good matchup for the Flyers all season. Which sucks about this upcoming game for the first two is that Nolan Patrick is still injured with an upper body injury. He's been skating and he's been shooting, but he's still no contact throughout the practices. Everybody else will be in pads and they will be playing. This could be a fun or a miserable season for the Flyers, and hopefully it's obviously more fun than miserable. A lot of young guys out there. Konechny, Provorov, Carter Hart, Gostisbehere is still young. We have Farabee. I'm excited to see those guys play. Farabee was solid in preseason. He didn't score, and but he had chances. I mean, he just kept getting stopped by every goalie. Like it was always like a 2-on-1, and he always just got shut down at the goal. But I mean, he's a rookie. What do you expect? He's like 19 years old. Can't be expecting like something insane. This coaching staff, though, AV, I think he's the right coach for this team. I really do. I watched the training camp with the Philadelphia Flyers. It was on NHL Network. It was good. I mean, they showed what was new with the team and how AV wants to go about this season. And I like that. I like what he says. He's always intense. He's always speaking his mind. He's never just shortcutting it. He wants to win. He was with the Rangers and he was with the Canucks and he lost the Stanley Cup twice. He expects big things from this team, and so do I, and so should all of Philadelphia. We should expect big things from this team. We should. We should expect playoffs. We should expect a little bit of a run. We haven't won a playoff series in over a decade. I mean, that's crazy. This 2020 era of Philadelphia sports should be great. That's what I think. That is what I firmly believe. With the Phillies, Flyers, Eagles, and Sixers, I think this 2020 decade should be great. I think we should see championships from almost all the teams. And I don't know if that's just me being a fan or if, like, I'm being serious. I expect at least one championship from each and every team. The Flyers, I do think, will be the hardest to win, though. Because, like I said, the NHL is insanely hard to win. You don't know who's going to win every year. There's never a team that you just say, they're going to win the Stanley Cup this year. You don't know. The Tampa Bay Lightning won the President's Trophy last season, and they lost to the Columbus Blue Jackets. I mean, anything is possible. They didn't just lose. They got swept by the Blue Jackets. Anything is possible in the game of hockey. And I've learned that from watching these games. Over my years of life, I've witnessed crazy things happen. Anything is possible in this game. Anything is possible. It takes good goalies, which Carter Hart is a good goalie. He's young and he's good. I like him. I love Carter Hart. I think he will be a championship winning goalie with this franchise. I firmly believe that. The lines could get better, and I don't expect the Flyers to keep these same four lines all season. I expect some trades getting thrown in there. Giroux, Voracek, they need to step up their level of leadership. They're older than these younger guys, and they got to show them. They got to tell them, this is what we want to do. Giroux is 31 years old. Do I know if he'll definitely be a Flyer by the end of the year? No, I don't know that. It's just anything's possible. But Giroux could definitely be on the trade block throughout the season. I mean, the trade deadline's not for a while, and we have time. and we got to see what he's going to do with this team. He's wearing the C for a reason. He is the captain. He's been on this team the longest, and he was in the Stanley Cup at one point in his career. I'm excited. Friday, 2 o'clock versus the Blackhawks. I'm expecting good things. A game preview will be going out later this week, during probably Thursday or Wednesday or Thursday. But yeah, these are my expectations for the Flyers 2019-2020 season. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Go Flyers.